for it and spill like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. And I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the rules, stuck with me. Don't come through, the bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
It's week 11 of the National Football League. And we'll see the Steelers. Burner at wide receiver. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Lions on EA Sports.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down and goes all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. You talk about this Lions defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Muscles him off. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can back.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off Byron Jones. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate. That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen. They need for it to happen now.
And the numbers for Gibbs from last week. 14 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
When you put the ball in the end zone 13 times on the season, one thing is apparent. You didn't do it all on your own. Offensive line is creating some nice space for you, and you're probably getting some good blocks downfield from your wide receivers.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup at 25. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now back to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Pickett.
Looking for Allen. He's got it on the slant. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And it's caught. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, here's Harris.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, they'll throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Brock Wright.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Lions 7. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
It's 2nd and 8.
So we reach
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete to Wright. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs.
14 yards.
And the Lions are back within a score.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense,
down the numbers. There he goes. Now inside the 25.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 69 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Another throw on second down, and this...
And now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Taken in at the 22. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Pickett. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 46 yards on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 8 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
14.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Detroit's offense ready to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is caught by Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught by Laporta. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards.
And the Lions first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying the left side with Gibbs. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Lions.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
21. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is down to a field goal now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, said, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. Ball shifts past him. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 15.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's Pickett on 2nd down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get it down inside the 25.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Pickett back to throw.
He's got Allen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here we go.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So he had a nice run to get him down there. It was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
a little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my... carries it across the goal line.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now the Lions down by 10, a minute 52 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Detroit.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
This to Laporta, right side.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And the Lions, first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is.